Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Sam with the Anaheim Public Library, and today I will be doing the Save the Ocean program. In today's program, I will be teaching you guys about some of the major causes of ocean pollution, what effect it has on us as humans, and what you could do to help reduce it. So for today's program, we do actually have STEAM kits available for you to pick up at your local Anaheim Public Library. So please be sure to call and reserve one as they are available in limited quantities. In the kit, you will find the following materials: a bag of dirt, a biodegradable pot, a popsicle stick, crayons, and an assortment of seeds. And we also have the instruction sheet in there as well, which you could print and download from our website. So before we get started with the activity, I did want to go over some of the major causes of ocean pollution. So unfortunately, a lot of ocean pollution does actually come from human activities. This could be anything from an oil spill to the use of fertilizers and even littering. However, you may be wondering, what effect does ocean pollution have on us as humans? So, us as humans heavily depend on oceans for the oxygen that we breathe in every single day. In fact, 50 to 80% of the oxygen that we breathe every day comes from our oceans. We also depend on the oceans for lots of the fun activities that we enjoy doing outdoors every day. So if our oceans become overpolluted, we wouldn't be able to swim in them, we wouldn't be able to use boats in them, and we also wouldn't be able to do lots of the other outdoor activities that we enjoy doing. We do also heavily depend on our oceans as a source of food. So that means if our oceans do become overpolluted, we would no longer be able to eat the fish or the shrimp or any of the other sea creatures that we heavily depend on for food. So now that you have a better understanding of what ocean pollution is and some of the major causes, I wanted to do a visual demonstration so you get a better idea of what it actually looks like. So the Earth is actually covered up with 70% of water. From that 70%, only 1% is actually drinkable. So if we were to imagine this jar making up all the water on Earth, only this much of the water we would actually be able to drink. So as I mentioned earlier, human activity is a huge source of ocean pollution. And one of the causes? Oil spills. You can already see there's a change in the clearness of the water. There are also natural causes that cause ocean pollution, such as silt. So what do you guys see? As you can tell, the water has already changed a lot in the appearance, and it's no longer as clear as it used to be. There are also other factors that cause ocean pollution, such as the disposal of hazardous materials in our oceans. So all those mysterious chemicals that you sometimes find around at home and not sure what to do with and you just pour down the drain, also might end up in our oceans. So as you could see, the water has already turned green, and you can see a lot of the silt at the top as well. Another human activity that causes ocean pollution was the use of fertilizers. So fertilizers are actually used to help grow a lot of the food that we eat every single day. While we do need to use them often, minimizing the amount of runoff could also help control ocean pollution. And lastly, something that humans are often guilty of is littering. Right here in this container I have some plastic that might also end up in the oceans. Another thing to keep in mind, especially with plastic, is that it isn't biodegradable. So this plastic could live in the ocean for hundreds of years. So what do you guys think? Compared to the ocean that we started off with, you could see that it's really polluted. Something that sea life has to live in after we've polluted it. So in today's activity, we are going to be growing our own herbs. Now you may be wondering, what does growing your own herbs have to do with the earth and the ocean pollution that we are surrounded by? So that's the crazy thing about the earth, is that every action that you take can have an effect on the environment. So by growing your own herbs, you're actually minimizing the carbon footprint that you have on the earth. You're reducing the need for transportation of food, you're also reducing the use of plastic, because oftentimes when we buy produce at grocery stores, we put it into a plastic bag before we take it home. The first thing you're going to want to do is customize your pot. So in my case, I'm just going to draw a fish on it. It is also important that if you are planting different herbs at the same time, that you place something to help you indicate what herb is inside. So the first thing you're going to want to do is fill your pot up with soil. Make sure to leave a little bit of room at the top. and then just gently compact it, just like that. And then using the toothpick, you're going to want to create a small little hole in the middle so that you can place your seeds. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm actually going to be planting cilantro. So I'm only going to need like 3 to 4 seeds. You can just place them in the middle, just like that. So after you have your seeds in there, you're going to want to cover up with a little bit more soil. And then gently compact them again. And the final step is water and place outside in the sun. So in your kits, you do actually have an assortment of seeds in your little envelope. So as you can see, you have chives, oregano, parsley, cilantro, basil, and dill. As you can see, the chives are a black, small little seed, which is a little bit bigger than the basil. And your oregano, on the other hand, is the smallest seed from the 6. You can almost barely even tell that they are seeds. They almost look like dirt. And then you have parsley, which is a medium-sized seed that has a tannish color to it. And then dill, which is a little bit larger than the parsley one, but has a little bit of a darker brown. Basil, on the other hand, is black and is a little bit smaller than the chives. And lastly, we have cilantro, which are like little balls and are actually the largest seed from the 6. And they have a tannish color. So growing your own herbs is only one thing that you could do to help reduce ocean pollution. Right here is actually a rosemary plant that I planted a couple weeks ago, and you could already see that it's ready for harvest. Other things that you could do are conserving water, so minimizing the amount of water that you use, so when you're brushing your teeth, be sure to turn off the faucet. Another thing is reducing waste. Make sure you're always recycling. So if you do use a water bottle, make sure you get that recycled. And also make sure you shop wisely. Try to minimize the amount of times that you buy single-use plastic. So disposable forks, straws. You also want to make sure that you're reducing vehicle pollution. So walk whenever you can. This is also good for you and good exercise. And lastly, be sure to respect the habitats. Whenever you're at the beach, always make sure to pick up your trash. Don't leave anything on the floor. And even if you do see something on the floor that you didn't drop, pick it up and put it where it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's program and you were able to learn more about some of the major causes of ocean pollution, the effects that it has on our lives, and what you could do to help reduce it. If you want to learn more about ocean pollution and what you could do, be sure to use our curbside service and check out some books. And if you want to learn more about our virtual programs, be sure to visit our website at anaheim.net/library. We'll see you guys in the next theme adventure.